Hello, welcome to another episode of Gotta Start Somewhere Regulation F with Pokemon Showdown. This probably goes up on Christmas, if I believe. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. I know I will. Pretty chill day, I am assuming, after church. Yes, I do go to church, but it's gonna be fun. So, before we start, if you guys like my content, please consider subscribing, leaving a like, comment, anything, any interaction that we may have helps me out with the channel. So, we will get started. I'm still using the same team, the Gouging Fire, Valerian Zapdos team. Okay, there's going to be Heatran, Urshifu, Among Us, Fluttermane, Incineroar, and Baxcalibur. With the Baxcalibur, I do want to bring the Dragonite because of the Fluttermane as well. I also want to bring in the Zapdos, probably Tinglu. Gouging Fire is a little dangerous because of Heatran. Maybe Sinistra to take out the attack stats and also act as a little defensive bone. So there's going to be Dragonite and Zapdos with Tinglu and Sinistra back. It is going to be Incineroar and Baxcalibur. Okay, I am faster. Dragon Ice. I don't want to Steel Terra now. I'm a little bit worried about Fake Out. I want to take out the Baxcalibur as much as I could, so I could Scale Shot into Baxcalibur. Gonna Ghost Terra, Close Combat, Baxcalibur. Oh, not a good sign. He does switch out. He is immune to both. He effectively has made it pretty useless. I probably will not die to Fluttermane, so I'm gonna Iron Head into Fluttermane, Close Combat into Incineroar. He might switch out, but that is okay. Fluttermane I don't think can Shadow Ball can kill me, but I think Iron Head will also kill it. So that is okay. Doesn't have any more Fake Out pressure anymore. He might switch out. Oh, Close Combat takes out the Incineroar. That means I am faster, right? Iron Head. That goes. Maybe. Since I am faster, I am also waiting for a Dazzling Gleam. I'm going to bring out the Sinistra and Close Combat the Baxcalibur. Does it have Priority Ice move? It may. Let's test it out. Okay, Ice Shard into Sinistra. Close Combat into Baxcalibur. Takes it out. And probably Dazzling Gleam takes out my Zapdos. And I can bring my Dragonite again. He'll probably have Heatran, I think. If he has Urshifu, or the Dark Urshifu, I think Heatran, Flash Fire. That's not great, but I do have Tinglu. I think I want to Rage. Oh no. Does it have Protect? It does have Protect. I'm going to bring out my Tinglu. No, I don't. It's going to die to the Dazzling Gleam. But so will Tinglu. Oh, that's not good. But I think I want to do this. Okay, Fairy type. Dazzling Gleam doesn't take up the Tinglu. Heat Wave might. Okay, that's okay. I think that's all I needed. So I'm going to bring out the Sinister again. And now I can actually extreme speed the Flutter Mane thanks to the Terra Fairy. Does he protect? No, he doesn't. And Heat Wave takes out my Sinister. Okay. He got scared for no reason, I think. Because he could have easily just kept pressing Heat Wave and would have won. Because my skill shot is halved, Iron Head is halved, literally everything is halved except for Tinglu has Earthquake. But he's definitely faster than my Tinglu, and also my Tinglu didn't have that much health left because it got Dazzling Gleam. So he definitely could have won. I think he did give up too early. I am gonna go back thinking that I would have lost the game because I probably would have. I don't have anything that can hit Tinglu, and he knows all four of my moves. So I think it is a little bit early that he gave up, right? For sure. Let me see. Right. I want to see my team. How do I see this team? Right, in here. Yeah, definitely. What did I? To be honest. Well, there is that. Thank you for giving up early so I can end this video on a victory, because I have been on a very much of a losing streak these days. I'm playing pretty well off recording, which is surprising. I did raise up a little bit of my points. Now I am currently 1178, but on the recording I always play so terrible, and there's a lot to learn, which I guess is nice. I get to share my losses with you rather than my wins and be like, ooh, I won peace, you know. Well, we will go over that in a little while. I will see you in the next portion. Alright, now that I put my kid back to sleep, let's go over what happened. Definitely I should have lost this game. This is I think if the opponent still played, he would have won. He kind of called it quits a little too early, so I don't feel too good about my win. It should have been my loss, so I'm gonna treat it like one. So the opponent is running Heatran or Shifu. I think it ended up being the Shifu single strike. Amoonguss, Flutter Mane, Incineroar, and Baxcalibur. Let's see what lead would I be bringing, right? It seems that Dragonite is pretty good in dealing with Flutter Mane, especially if it can still Steel Terra, but also a Poison Terra Tinglu is good at dealing with Flutter Mane as well. So definitely Tinglu I need against the Heatran, Flutter Mane, and also Incineroar, and so those are the three that I can cover. And I wanted to cover for Amoonguss and Urshifu, and to some degree Baxcalibur. That's why I also ran the Galarian Zapdos, and then to cover, I do not have anything that can hit the enemy Heatran. Maybe Sacred Sword, but I don't think a Sacred Sword can 2-hit KO Heatran. I might be able to, but I will have to take that bet. Probably also need some calculation. Actually, why don't I do that right now? Let's see. There you go. That would be running Chien-Pao with Sacred Sword. Mine is 250 to attack, plus 1. Then Shining Calm. Okay, this is Heatran. Okay, still 2-hit. Let's say if it was max, probably 2-hit. Okay, I can 2-hit. So given that I don't get doubled up into it, it actually works out pretty well. I could have ran that. My Chien-Pao would be faster, and I'm also running the Sash. So in a way, I could have brought in Chien-Pao as a backup against Heatran in case Tinglu died to or any of this thing. Like if there was Urshifu Water, Tinglu's weak against it. If it was Excalibur, Tinglu's weak against it. So maybe I should have prioritized in using the Poison Terra on Tinglu. I have to realize the most important one and try to save it as much as possible. Possibly. And then I think I brought the Sinistra in the back. And I still do agree with that. Gouging Fire is a little bit dangerous. It would be nice against the Moongus. It would be nice against it would be okay against Excalibur, right? It would have also been okay against the Filter Me, but only after Fairy Terra. And if I'm going to Terra something else, there really isn't no reason to use the Terra on the Gouging Fire. I ended up picking Dragonite Zapdos, Tinglu Sinistra. I think better lead would have been probably Tinglu Zapdos and then put Chien-Pao Sinistra in the back. Incineroar, Excalibur. I think I wanted to kill the Excalibur, but he did switch out rather quickly. I think he was scared of the Zapdos. So Brave Bird would have killed with +1 most likely. Or I could have close combat on the Incineroar. So Excalibur had bad defensive typing against both of my Pokemon. If enemy has bad defense against both of my Mon, he is likely to back out. but he could have attacked into Zapdos, so that's what I thought. He did switch out. Because he's strong against Dragonite, I thought he was going to attack with the Dragonite. I think that's why I ended Ghost Terra close combat, which actually ended up not doing both. I think I did Iron Head on Flutter Mane and then close combat on Incineroar. That way I was dividing my eggs in the basket. Close combat kills. Dazzling Gleam -1, right? And let me just... So -1 Dragonite. Iron Head does about 70% to Flutter Mane. So +0 should kill, most likely. And now that I am faster with that, I think I also close combated Baxcalibur. Right, that's what I did, right? And then I switched out to a little bit more healing. And also I didn't want to die to a potential Ice Shard on the Zapdos. That's why I went into the heal. It could have still killed, but I was neutral against it, so I was able to take out 2 with my Zapdos, and Dazzling Gleam does take it out. Brought in my Dragonite. I should have brought in Tinglu actually in here, and then protected and maybe Matcha Gotcha or Strength Sap. No, I was scared that it was going to kill, right? What do I do here? Oh yeah, I switch out to Tinglu so I can heal the Dragonite again. That's why I protected my Dragonite as well, now that he is so knowing that he Fairy Terra, now I could have done Extreme Speed, but if he didn't Fairy Terra, I would have to put an Iron Head against it, and because I'm slower than Flutter Mane, I actually do have to heal here. But Tinglu is very low. You know what I could have done here actually? I could have just extreme speeded Flutter Mane now that I am faster, and then hit Earthquake. That actually would be a lot better in this case. And then Sinistra can come in later. Yeah, and then I would have... I'm not sure if Tinglu would have been faster. But he did forfeit here, which maybe if Tinglu was faster than Heatran, that would have been something. I would have protected again, maybe hit it with the Scale Shot, get some procs off, and then use it to do it like that, do some chip damage, see if that helps. But I don't think so. I think the best would have been to just do not sack the Sinistra, and then maybe use... extreme speed is necessary, and then maybe I would have just either protected or did I use protect before? Let me actually. Sorry, I'm gonna check that out. Did I use? No, I didn't. So I could have protected the Tinglu, and then extreme speeded, and then I would bring in the Sinistra. So we'll switch the Sinistra into the Dragonite, so it doesn't die to a heat wave on the Tinglu, and then I could also switch out the Sinistra again with the Dragonite while protecting, and then also switch back in. No, it only had one hospitality, so I could probably just switch in and then Earthquake on the Heatran and then do a Scale Shot on him. 212. Oof. So I would do about. Oh, I would need to. Holy crap. Let's say it's still 15. Damn. Go to this. 8. And then this 15. So yeah, definitely the better play would be. I would have lost if I did it. If he did it forfeit. Better play protect, and then also extreme speed flutter main, switch out the Sinistra, and then start hitting earthquakes. So that's it. That's what I should have done. That's what I didn't do. But if I had done that, I would have won. I really gotta stop these like after the fact strategies. I kind of need to recognize that in the beginning. But that's how I learn. Hopefully, if I am ever put in this kind of situation again, I'm able to recognize it and then do it much better than what I did today. Okay? Every day is a learning experience, whether I win or lose, and I hope you guys enjoyed the road so far, and I will see you in the next battle. Bye bye. Merry Christmas.